Hey, Jeff. This is Jeff Clark, Math 150, beginning algebra, and we'll take a look at where we left off, which is multiplying polynomials. So let's take a look, see what we got today. Okay, here we go. Sorry for the camera issue. We're going to go ahead and get started on this section on 5.3, multiplying polynomials. And we're just going to go get into it. Rules for exponents says we're going to add these powers, which is 1 on each of these. So as you would probably suspect, 24x squared, which is true. Likewise over here, 5 and negative 3, you get 15m to the second. Again, negative 15, but you add the powers here, that's m to the 8th power. Now we get into something slightly different because you're taking what's called a monomial and giving it to the binomial. So we're going to distribute, which is negative 15m to the 8th, add the exponents, and then add, that means negative times a negative is a positive, so plus 6m squared. Fractions, similarly, multiply straight across some fractions. So 2 negatives make a positive. 2 times 1, 3 times 9. X to the 5th, x, looks like it's x to the 6th power when I'm done. Distributing, that's a monomial times a trinomial. Negative 15x to the 4th. See, that's negative 18. X to the 3rd, and finally subtract 3x squared. Here we're going to use what's called FOIL, FOIL, which represents or stands for first, outer, inner, last. So the first pieces in each one of the binomials, that's what I'm multiplying first. So 3 times 2 is 6, x squared. And then outer, these are the outer ones for the binomials, negative 15x. The inner is right here. So first, outer, inner. Inner is the inside ones. That's plus 4x. And then finally, last right here, 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. And what we'll do is combine like terms. These are like terms right here. So finally, I get 6x squared subtract, looks like 11x subtract 10. And this is written in descending order of power. Okay, again, FOIL first, outer, that's 3x squared minus 15xy, inner, subtract 2yx, and then last. Now these two terms are like, remember, as long as the variables are the same, they're just in a different order, that's okay. These are like terms. So here we get negative 17. I'll make the x first. 3x squared. So negative 17xy, and then plus 10y squared. So hopefully these examples are not too challenging for you, as you can see how it works. Got to be careful of a few of these. Like this one here is a common problem. Up here, this is not true. You can't just go square it and square it. It's not true. Here, I'll even show you why it's not true. Let's say it's 3 plus 4 and you square it. Let's say you want to make that x squared, y squared, 3 squared, question mark? Is it 3 squared plus 4 squared? I know the left-hand side is going to be 7 squared, which is 49. Is this 49? Yeah, no, far from it. Far from it. It's not works. It doesn't work. So you got to write it down twice. Write the binomial down twice. Write this binomial down twice because the power of 2. And then FOIL. Outer, inner, last. Well, combine like terms right here. Finished. This one here, you're going to take the 2x and distribute it. So it's really not FOIL. You're not having 4 things you're doing. You're actually, see here you got first, outer, inner, last, 2 binomials. Here we're going to take the 2x and give it to each one of these 3 pieces. And then we'll take the -3 and then give it to each one of these 3 pieces. So really there's 6 things I'm doing, not 4. 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. 2x times -x. 2x times -5. And then we multiply here. And again, take the -3. 2 negatives make a positive. And -3 times -5 is positive 15. And then combine like terms. So I'll write off or start off with 2x cubed here. 2x cubed. The x squareds looks like -5 of those x squareds. -10 plus 7, excuse me, -10 plus 3 is -7x. And finally bring down the constant, which is plus 15. So as long as I haven't made a careless mistake, that'll be the result. This one here, and when I say be careful, you have to write the binomial down 3 times. Now I'm not going to do it in complete it. I'm just going to show you what you need to do. You need to go 3x plus 5, 3x plus 5, and 3x plus 5, and be very careful moving forward on that. Your author probably has an example like that. Well, let's see. We've done something like that already. This is different, so maybe I'll do that one. Done something like this already. I think I'm going to do 3 and 5. The reason why I'm going to do 5, and I'll do that one first, is because something special is going to happen. These look identical, but the signs are different. So what happens if they look identical and the signs are different? You'll see. Some things go away. It's really convenient. So we're still FOIL. That's 4y squared. Okay, minus, let's see, that's 9, z to the, my mistake. I got 2y times 3z squared. My mistake. Let's try that again. So that's a positive. 2 times 3 is 6. There's a y, and there's a z squared. Same thing, except it's a subtraction. Same thing. See, z squared, y, yz squared. These will cancel, and then finally you're going to find out that that's negative 9z to the 4th power. These middle terms right here go away. So I got 4y squared subtract 9z to the 4th at the end. Now when I have 3 things here, I have to pick a pair. I have to decide which pieces I want to do first. So I think what I'll do is I'll take the 2 and distribute it to what's next door. You can't give the 2 to the extra piece. It's multiplying from left to right. So 2 times x is 2x, and then subtract 18. And you still got a parentheses around it. And then you're going to bring down your 3x, subtract 1, and now you FOIL. And let's see. You got 6x squared minus 2x. Subtract, it will be 48x and plus 18. Combine like terms. That's these guys right here. And that's your final answer. Just remember, be careful, write it down twice, and then FOIL. And the back page is a copy of this one. This is just a duplicate. I've already done these problems. I did that one and that one. So that's all for tonight that I'm going to do for you. This is 5.3. 5.3. And until the next time, we'll talk to you later.